Alright, test 1, 2, 3. What's going on, fellow rogues? It's Maskmare here, and why is my bot not doing the welcome messages? It's weird. It greeted me just fine. That's weird. For some reason, like, it's not like it didn't like greet Sarybot on Twitch side and it didn't greet Amber. I don't know, maybe it's, I don't know. Anyways, welcome in for episode 14. Is it 14? I think it's 14 for Crime Scene Cleaner Rogues. And tonight, we're pretty much gonna be doing like the nightmare version for the I forgot like the name of it. I did like a Lady Gaga song, like I did a bad romance reference, you know, for like the Twitch side of things. But it's the one mission where we're pretty much we're cleaning up after like an affair that happened. So I'm really curious about how like the nightmare version of this is gonna go. It may or may not be like, you know, the only mission we do tonight, because I did get like a bit of an earlier start than normal. Possibly that might have been it, Amber. I mean, it's just weird because I did close down StreamerBot and mix it up and everything. So I don't know. I mean, I think I've done 2 streams before and it greeted people during them. I don't know. We'll know like if someone else comes in, chats that hasn't been in today, and it greets them. But like others who may have chatted earlier, it doesn't greet them. We'll know. But either way, so I'm really excited, kind of like, jump in this mission tonight, because it was one of the ones that I think like in the main game. It might have actually been like one of the ones, I think the one where I actually like, had like a really good influx of like, viewers on the YouTube side of things when it happened. So this mission, like, I guess like kind of has like a bit of a sentimental place to me. Because I can't remember if it was this one or it was the one, it might have been the one or like the one about like the, I know I believe this is one of the ones that take place at a mansion. It might have been this one or the one where like, it pretty much had like the whole thing where, I think Big Jim's daughter or whatever had, like basically was that part of that whole thing with her friends or whatever, where everything just turned this big clustercluck. It was one of those streams, I think, like where I had like a pretty much a record, for concurrent viewers on my channel, on YouTube, which I'm still to this day I'm definitely grateful for. But yeah, this is gonna be the nightmare version of it. And the reason I'm saying, like, I don't know if this is gonna be the only mission I do tonight or not, is because some of the missions I thought were actually gonna take a while, considering like it took me, a good bit of time like in the main story, ended up actually being shorter. Mateo's Pizza, we did that last time, and it was a whole Five Nights at Freddy's reference. And it's kind of hard to gauge if that actually took longer than the first time I went to Mateo's. But so it's gonna be like interesting to see like, if this is gonna take longer or if it's gonna be like a shorter mission. If it ends up being like a somewhat short one, we may go in and do 2. So I do want to go and try like, start getting through the rest of the nightmare stuff. Some people have asked me if I was gonna go in and do like the true cleaner mode things, and I'm not really gonna bother with that. I think it's just gonna, it's probably more than likely just gonna be like, redo the original missions I did, just like with more harder requirements and everything. So I'm not really gonna bother with those, a lot of that would be like, you got to get the Bugatti, the Bugatti, items and everything, like, the cosmetics. And I'm not really too concerned with that. If I want to do that, I'll do that off stream. It's just mainly I want to do the nightmare stuff, and next time I revisit this, after we're done with that, will probably be like whenever they do more content with this, because this game is apparently going to be getting like, an Act 2. Considering Act 1 did it on a cliffhanger, and it pretty much, ended with Kowalski's daughter still like, not home. Like, so I was like, yeah, that definitely felt like it was unresolved. So, and I really think like a lot of it could have been like the whole community thing was kind of like a bit of it, like the community missions were a bit of a taste on who we may be employed by like in Act 2. And I would like to actually see it like go back to us, like, see more community missions, because it was like a pretty interesting, it was kind of like this whole clandestine Illuminati style organization. So we'll see how that goes. But with that said, we're gonna go ahead and like just go and get this opening ad break out of the way right now, guys. Because I want to go ahead and get into the game, but I want to go and get the ad break out of the way. So give me about 3 minutes. I'll be right back, and we'll see what tonight's mission's gonna entail. And again, maybe a possibility of 2, because we're pretty much past the halfway point of the game now, like for the nightmare stuff. But we'll see. So give me about 3 minutes, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, back now. We're gonna go ahead and, like, you know, get this, like, little graveyard shift out of the way. And also before, like, I get, like, to work on the graveyard shift tomorrow, because we'll be jumping back into my little, you know, retail hell over at Hell Mart, you know, tomorrow. Probably, like, actually go and, like, kind of get, you know, make sure things are set for it. So I'll basically, you know, have, like, plenty of time to do the stream tomorrow. I actually slept a good bit of the day today, admittedly. So after the stream, I may go and hit the gym. So that I'm going to get that out of the way. So tomorrow I'll pretty much have, like, the entire day to work with. You know, like, I'm going live, you know, doing Hell Mart and whatnot. So yeah, but for now, let's see what we got going on with tonight's job. I said I'm excited, but also a little bit worried because, like, the original job, the whole I just want to keep calling it bad romance. But that one I think was already like a little bit bad in its own right. So I'm wondering, like, exactly how the nightmare version is gonna be. So far, like, still one of the worst ones was a toxic love one or whatever it was called, dealing with all the mannequins. It just seems like lately, like so many, like, games I've been playing, they throw mannequins at me. Last of Us Part 2 did it, like, you know, last stream of that yesterday. Dealt with it, like, mannequins in this a few weeks ago, and then they threw an animatronic at me last week. And then, like, of course, with, what was the other one? There was another game that threw animatronics at me recently. Which one was it? There was another game that smacked... What was it? There was, like, 3 different games that hit me with animatronics. I mean, hit me with mannequins. Sketchy's contract. Yeah, I just can't get away from my arch enemy lately. But I think, like... Don't say that. Don't say that. Not to say that, Amber. I'm not just gonna get you, I'm gonna get, like, whoever it was that was in Shelly's chat or whatever that recommended it. Because they recommended it, you got it for me or whatever, so that's like a collaborative spite against me right now. I'm gonna get both of you for that. Just you wait. So yeah, affair with death. Oh, we're gonna get the boxing gloves after this. Okay, yeah. Don't you put that on me. I just gotta remind you of it. Doesn't mean that I'm not responsible for this one if you're talking about. I might remind you of it, but would you put that on me? You said you had it bookmarked. Bullshit. I'm calling BS on it. You said you had it bookmarked. So that's the whole point of a bookmark. It keeps you from forgetting your place with something. All right. Anyway, let's see what this is. I can't wait to get the boss gloves because I just wanted to see, like, how the hell you gonna clean with that.
It'll be a long night.
Still, I'll take like 1% of the blame. What do you mean, like, you know, your own home can turn into a trap? Alright, guilty. How about that? Fine, I'm guilty. Good luck and good... Good luck and good night. Don't be doing this to me. Good night and good luck. I called it. Good night and good luck. Good luck and good night. That's a play on it. I'm pretty sure there's other things as well. That's from Dying Light too. One thing real quick though, guys. I'm hearing something. I want to make sure. I'm checking something real quick, because that's weird. For some reason, it was still playing my PlayStation 5 thing. But I got the display, I got, like, the capture card off. Let me see what's going on here. Why'd that happen? Give me a quick second, Rogue, because I'm troubleshooting something. That's weird. Like, the capture card's off on all sides, so why was it still doing my PlayStation that was weird. Okay, so web show right here, vertical, game capture. Live vertical. Game capture. Both of those are on. Game capture's on, like, you know, as far as like the... Wait one damn minute here. That's what it was. It was basically for some reason the Evermedia was still picking up the signal. I know what happened now. My Evermedia, my capture card was picking up the signal from the retro thing. Still, I had to turn off my PlayStation. I was like, wait a minute, I'm hearing my PlayStation here. We're good now, Rogues. It was a quick fix. It was like just something I have to watch out for in the future. All right, we're good now. I was like, wait, hold on. Why am I hearing my PlayStation? I'm trying to figure, because it definitely looks like. So we're doing an escape. So are we doing an escape room here? Oh, shit. Brace yourself, Rogues. It's about getting interesting. Because I kept hearing, I was like, wait a minute. I was like, am I hearing this or whatever? I didn't, because then I got over here and I noticed it was being percent. I was like, wait a minute. All right, we good, though. Like I said, it's definitely like the exact opposite of what I was like. I'm just hoping that, like, you know, what I titled my Twitch stream is actually going to like, kind of match up with this. Because I was talking about Bad Romance again. Or caught in a Bad Romance again or whatever. And apparently I just caught, like, you know, in houses, like, you know, caught in an escape room. I was under the impression that that's a... See, I would love to have a bathtub this big. Because I would totally soak in Epsom salts there constantly. Well, we had one of those, like, on the Nightmare version of the second mission. The whole, like, the whole ritualistic sacrifice cult thing. I would totally get lost in a tub because that's a massive tub. So yeah, this right here, me being 6 foot, would be great for Epsom salt baths. I would be all about that. But yeah, I'm not gonna bother with this rug. Where's my... Like, just imagine like setting the rug on fire. Damn it, they're ducks, dude. It's freaking ducks. I love the color coordination here, though. I think I know what they want me to do already. Okay, I'll just like, you know, just... Bathroom looks pretty much, you know, done and done. Alright, I'll just watch Steven Universe or something? Alright. I told y'all about wandering. Come here. Zorro. Yeah, I'm gonna name after One Piece, guys. So let me see. You're Zorro. Blue. I mean, I'm thinking about his hair wear, so we'll just call that one. We'll just call this one Frankie. I don't know why I just thought of like, you know, One Piece characters. That one right there. Brooke, because you know Brooke's a skeleton and bones are white. If I gotta find, I thought it was only gonna be one duck. Oh my god! Don't tell me I gotta find every single freaking duck. They want me to find every single duck, and then the code will be like how many... Right. Rogues might be here a while, whatever. You know I'm probably gonna end up forgetting something. Hang on. And they do not show up on... Well, there's not like a whole lot of them. It's just... What is the deal with, like, the ducks in this game? This is about as bad as, like... I mean, do you like the cleaning games have to have, like, some kind of token animal? I mean, this is bad, like, same like Power Wash Simulator. That was cats. Alright, so we got Zoro, Frankie, Luffy, and Brooke. If it would have been a yellow one, I would have called that one Sanji. The reason I say like red for Luffy is because Luffy's vest or whatever. Otherwise, I would have said Nami, but she's got more of like orange hair. So if we had an orange thing, it'll be Nami. I'm just like suddenly just randomly, because the only reason I thought that was I thought like, you know, the green hair, like, you know, Zoro's hair. Okay, you can just shut up. I didn't hit you. All right, let's go and I'm just like going just trying to do this. I can basically just one thing. I mean, I gotta clean them up anyway. See, unfortunately, they don't count as trash, so. I don't really know what you were trying to get up to in here, but fudge. So that's the only white thing we're gonna find on those sheets. Okay, no. Because this isn't cells at work, alright? We're not gonna have like the red blood cells interact with the white blood cells. Alright.
A what?
Content creators party. All my friends are going.
I wasn't invited.
They can all go to hell, but you can't. Get back to your room and work on getting your math grades up.
I'm not a kid anymore. You can't just lock me in my room.
Yeah.
As long as
Tell me I can go to hell. I resent that.
groove, I make the rules.
Let me tell you between her and her dreams. How dare you? These damn content creators are gonna be like they're the bane of my existence. What the hell we do to you? What, like, you know, some like 13-year-old kid, like, you know, snipe your ass in Fortnite and you've had a grudge ever since or something? I was about to get that 360 no scope and that damn kid, like, sniped me. Get over it. I tried content creation. I got into Bloodborne. And someone, like, you know, came into my stream, said I had a fat ass or whatever, and I ain't let go of it ever since. I mean, like, he's jealous or whatever, you know. I don't know. What the, huh? First off, I ain't see her there. King Kong, live, laugh, and love. Well, I mean, okay, so I mean, I would say it's foul play, but you know, I'm gonna just try to duck around that joke, and there it went. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hang on, wait, what am I doing? 1, 2, 3. You two can just get a room, thank you. 1, 2, 3. All right, 6, 4, 3, 4. I probably can get all of them, but. All right, so we ain't quite found all of them yet. Oh my God. Look, if I... It's like one of those damn things I had as a kid where the one where like you push the sound on the freaking little board and like, you know, the animal makes a noise or whatever. They got me doing this. They got that. Oh, great. So it's basically like Simon. Okay. Just hang on. Wait a minute. Cough it up. It took me a little bit. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's just like things like some of them kind of like, you know, caught me off. I was just trying to remember the order. My memory can be trash at times. And someone would be like, oh, I would have got it on the first try. Okay, good for you. Whatever. Still got it. Okay, is that all of them? I ain't seeing no more ducks. No, watch. There's probably gonna be like another one somewhere I'm not paying attention to because they like to do. All right, so what we got going on here? Oh my god, get a room. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 5, 3, 4.
Easy peasy.
Okay, let's get this room cleaned up before we go. And this is what I'm at. I am so sorry. I just want you to know I'm sorry. I think I pushed her off like, you know, in the original one as well, and I forgot she was there. Or I didn't see her there. Or I was trying to, like, get to her and she fell off. Like, you know, the Dudley boys, like, you know, had their way with her. Yeah, fill up my proton pack again. Alright, others are thirsty too. Quit hogging all the water. You know, see if like my boy can help me. Yep, you're going to work. Where you at? Ozinator, I need you.
Refreshing. Hello there.
Yeah.
Dude, get to work. He's even like you're trying to work on it out here too. All right, well, I'll let him do it. All right, take care of this room real quick. Won't be that bad. I'm not really too keen on using like the mop on carpets. Yeah, they definitely like, you know how to like make like the really work with like the shadows and, well, I mean, reflections and shadows and stuff in this game. And also the reflection could actually, you know, really help you sometimes, which you got the cleaner sense, but sometimes if you don't want to use that, you can kind of like just like, you know, look for a reflection, like, you know, the blood and the light, and kind of tell you where where you're missing something. Okay, it's taking forever for this mop to actually... Normally, like, you know, the mop goes on and gets, like... That was weird. Like, the mop was not getting, It took a while to actually get where I couldn't use it anymore. Yeah, where's mine? Yeah, Senna's blood seems like it's a bit thicker. But I think it just might be because, like, you know, like it's the carpets, and I hate cleaning carpets in this game. I know you're in there mouthing off again. See, normally I think I would actually got through most of that or whatever, just... I mean, part of it for some reason made me think I'm in, like, you know, I'm in like a Knives Out movie or something. I don't know why. Like, I watched like the most recent one, Wake Up Dead Man. It was all right and everything, but I still think probably like my favorite of like the three is that I've watched is I think there's only three of them. My favorite one is like still The Glass Onion. Okay, looks good. That's good to go. Because I don't like... I mean, I love the power washer. I'm trying not to pin out too much, because I like using the other tools as well. Just kind of feels like the power washer is definitely kind of... I don't know what you say. Will you shut up? I guess it's done. Damn it. Now it's so hard to like to change his nationality.
Initializing process of purification.
Are you done? Are you done or not?
I'm starting to clean up.
Well, I hope so. I mean, I don't know if you actually ever finished your job or not. Stupid robot. Alright. So anyways, back to business. I know I think he was hitting some of like the ones in here. Okay, if I actually would have like done that and it would have like, you know, put it right into place, that would have been hilarious. Alright.
There is still some work to do.
Well, get to it. You ain't even working. But now he is. You little... There's still some work to do. Let's hear, young man. Okay. Yeah, but I am actually interested in, like, you know, checking out that one, you know, since we got the game now, or that one game that, you know, I don't know if it was like Shelly, if it was like one of her mods or whatever that was, it was one of her mods, just one of her viewers that was like talking about that one game. I keep forgetting the name of it, but since I did get gifted it and everything, I am like actually curious about trying that out soon. See, what is the puzzle key 1? I thought we got past puzzle. Yeah, the 18th attic. But again, like between Hellmart and also doing like Lone Shark tomorrow and Friday, I'm gonna try to find more. I might actually play it next week. But jeez, let's get. Are you actually working or? Okay, he's not working. I'm putting him away. Time for you to go in my pocket, my little pocket dimension. I wonder if it's the...
Looks like I'm on a key hunt. These doors won't open themselves.
I have a key. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all straight up, I ain't gonna like this house. I can already tell you, I do not like this house. I'm just like looking like the ducks right here, you know, like the Power Ranger ducks or whatever, just like, you know, right here, just silently like the Rocket Pop ducks, because, you know, we got like, you know, just a, looks like a Rocket Pop, like, you know, flavor. You know, we got the lime, we got the cherry, we got the blue raspberry, and then we got Steve over here. Okay, so there's something to the TVs. Yeah, this is definitely like escape room territory. Yeah, I'll be pacing myself and everything. I've just been trying to hit the ground running, trying to get back to this and everything. Let's see. There's the Steven Universe symbol, or, you know, aka a star. And then we got like random Hisoka from like Hunter x Hunter. All right, let's go here. What? Just knock me out, why don't you? I mean, I thank you. I mean, I don't need to use my nose. I think I almost knocked my ass out. Oh, I forgot I got the pizza van last stream. All right, let's clean this stuff up first. I kind of miss my paper shredder now. But I just kind of like, I want to kind of just go back to this because I want to try, like, you know, because the paper shredder was kind of like getting like a little bit, I guess. It was funny for a while, but I kind of like just want to go back to my standard, you know, trash can.
Need to empty the trash can first.
You know, we might actually have something that can work here. Stealing ring. All right, come on, we can do this. Shit. Wait a minute, that 2 right there looks like that's written in blood. Alright, just told me where the key was that time, okay. I'll take it. I will take it.
Cleaning comes before fixing.
There we go. And up and at him. Yeah, speaking of games, though, I definitely can't wait for Reanimal to release. I think it's like it's supposed to be about, like,
Take you as mine.
probably about, like, it's less than 2 weeks from now. And I've been really wanting to get on that one. So, like, I haven't, like, played the demo for it or anything. It says, like, first floor or whatever. I mean, y'all, what kind of direction y'all have? I mean, wouldn't this be, like, the second floor? Because, like, first floor is down there, I think. Now, this is the first floor. But I'm just, like, really interested to see how Reanimal is going to play out, because my whole thing is that I love Little Nightmares 3, but the problem with that was, you know, I loved all 3 Little Nightmares, like, definitely. But my only thing I'll say about 3 is that it just didn't really hit as hard as the first 2 did. I mean, I don't hate the game by any means. I know there's still the DLC I need to, like, eventually get into. I don't even know if I don't think that's out yet. I mean, I love Little Nightmares 3 for what it was, but it just didn't really seem like it had as much of an impact as the first 2 games. So I'm hoping that could be. That's one reason I'm really excited about Reanimal, like, just in the sense that it's pretty much, you know, the people that were behind the first game. I mean, Little Nightmares has never really been actually, like, scary to me. But I guess it's just because, like, you know, again, with me being a former horror actor and also, like, being, like, growing up on horror, there's different types of horror that scares me. I mean, there's different types of horror that scares anyone or whatever. Like, you know, I go into Resident Evil and I'll be laughing just by everything that's coming at me and everything. You know, it'll be like the occasional scare that'll get me. But y'all see me play Nun Massacre and saw, like, how I handle that one. That one actually scared the shit out of me. And then don't get me started on Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, and that was like one of the key issues I really had with the fact that it was so like the darkness was like too bad at times where I actually had to turn up the brightness on, like, you know, my and I know sometimes it can just be like, you know, like I just need to like maybe adjust the brightness on my monitor, but there's like, you know, it's usually it's most games I play I don't really mess with too much, but Little Nightmares 3 definitely it was just dark. I did read like a review someone said, and they even actually said like it was a dark game. It's like, no, really, like it's literally dark. And that was one of the things I hated about it. I had like turned like settings up, and it seemed like it still didn't really do too much. And I absolutely love the game. I would still recommend it to people. It's just it didn't really hit as much as the first two. So I'm hoping that with Reanimal, and again, I didn't touch the demo. You know, hopefully like kind of like, you know, get back like some of the feel like the original Little Nightmares games had, or like the first two did. But I think also like another thing that probably took away from Little Nightmares 3 as far as attention a little bit is that it was designed to be a possible like one thing is basically like designed where you could like it could be a co-op game. Now obviously if you're playing a game with someone else, like it's gonna probably be less scary. But even with like with AI, or I mean you still have the AI thing or whatever, but it's still like the whole thing with the atmosphere. We got a chair that the bees are missing. Yeah, I mean, the first one, actually, the main area that did, like, kind of spook me in the first one was the end. Just because, like, you know, the whole thing with, like, you know, the final, you know, enemy you dealt with. You know, they actually did a good job in making, like, a very terrifying, like, antag in that game. And the one in the second game was, like, you know, spooky in its own right. But that one definitely kind of like, seemed like they were, like, really trying to play in the whole thing with, like, Slender Man and all that. And they did a good job with it. I'm just hoping that, like, you know, as they, like, you know, move forward with it, like, with the DLC and everything, they'll actually be able to kind of, you know, that hopefully that'll actually, you know, kind of help. Maybe the DLC will redeem it a little bit. Oh, all that's in blood. The lines and the two. Okay. That's strange. All right, hold up. Is there... Make sure that wasn't blood on that, but it's not. Okay, we're good to go on this. We still... Right. Crap. Something we need to pay attention. All right, so there's a 0 right here. I'm concerned about what they might be getting into here. See, there's a heart right there, but I'm having this like for another puzzle we ain't done yet. We ain't got to yet. So the main thing I'm looking at, there's a 0 right there, right? So there's a 0. I don't think it has anything to do with the ducks. I think I might have it. Now, I may be wrong on this. So they're giving us one right there. I was wondering if it might have to do with, like, you know, points. So this has, like, you know, 1 point, so that'd be 1. But I don't know if that's it or not. Because, like, obviously has 5 points on the star. And then let me jump off, so I'm stuck up here until I can figure it out. So, like I said, you need to think 5 points on a star. And I may be completely wrong, but that's the first thing I was kind of thinking, you know, as far as it's concerned. The heart basically has 1 point. So we'll see if I'm right. 0 right there. So you see the rug, realistically, you think that'd be a circle. Or like 0. I'm probably grasping at straws here on it. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm probably definitely grasping at straws on, like, you know, what I think the solution might be. Because it's just like, you see a 0, like a circle right here, and it has a 0 right there. Possibly. So 2. I'll try my idea first. So it'll be like 2. I don't think it'll. Let me see. Let's just put a 2 in first. So 5. I don't know if that's just how it's supposed to go, Rogues, but I think I got it. I think my theory worked. 5 points on the star, 1 on the heart or whatever, and then the 2. That was so ass fucking backwards though. And I know that probably wasn't it. I probably just thought it by luck and that wasn't the actual solution. I just did it like just got really lucky. But I mean, it kind of makes sense though. 2, 1. Well, I mean, I think I did the 5 first or whatever, but that's the only thing I thought of. Like, you know, that's what it was. But I'm having the feeling I probably just saw that wasn't even the actual solution. I somehow just half-assed it. And just got really lucky. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna check real quick. I want to see if that's actually what that was. I'm gonna laugh if that was actually it. I'm just curious. I want to see if I was right. I'm not gonna like look any further than. I half-assed it. So look at this right here. So I'm just kind of like going by what I said. So I got really lucky. So 2, as in the driveway, painting by the staircase. Zero is asleep on a number pad. And then it said like the restricted area bedroom. So trying to see where it is. Restricted area bedroom. Driveway, painting by the staircase, restricted area bedroom. I completely half-assed it and came up with a whole nother solution that wasn't even the right one. And still freaking solved the damn puzzle. It said restricted area bedroom. That wasn't the solution. It wasn't a 1 point on the heart and it wasn't 5 points on the star and somehow it lined up. Oh God. Okay, yeah, that was. I can't believe that happened. I got the solution. I thought, wait, was that it? And I looked it up, and sure enough, that I just found a completely half-assed like solution. It wasn't even the solution, and it still worked. That was that Adam West Batman style detective work right there. It's like there's 5 points on a star and 1 point on a heart. That means the Penguin. Like, they just come up with like the most like half-ass like roundabout way to come across, like figure out that it was like a particular villain that did it. Okay. I gotta see if I can actually try to get like a whole highlight of just all that or whatever, because that was, I'm trying to like just collect the fact, like just process the fact that just happened, Rogues. That was like some, you know, bullshit anime detective levels of deduction right there. It's like, how did... Because that was nowhere even like the right solution. I literally saw like, wait a minute, there's something about that 5 point, and it could be that actually might have been like another way they actually intended to see if someone could figure it out that way. And this and the other one was just like the cheat code one. They actually just gave you the code, but this right here, it could have been they were linked. But again, I just thought like, you know, 5 points on a star, 1 point on the heart and everything, and then some way somehow it worked. Not to mention, what was the... Okay, never mind. Let's go and get back to this, Rogues. If only the devs actually saw me solve it like that. Like, if I could have this kind of luck with winning the lottery or whatever, you know, we'd be good to go. Yeah, I'd be content with life. Let's say the whole thing with, like, you know, my weird, like, you know, RNG at times. Like, you know, when I pulled, like, the back-to-back, you know, special illustration rare Greninjas, you know, for Twilight Masquerade. So two $300, you know, top, like, you know, the Grail cards for that set, back-to-back. So there was that whole thing. The back-to-back Swords of Kings and Earthbound, when that was a 1 in 128 drop. And when I was trying to get the first one, it took me like the entire stream to actually get just that one. And then I turned right around, kill someone with it, and then get another one right then. And of course, there was the whole thing with like, I wish I could have got this one on stream. It's the only time I didn't. And all these examples. Grounded 2. 1% drop of like, you know, the Night Stalker's Bane trinket from Axel or whatever. Went and fought him. Finally got that at one point after one fight with him. And then afterwards turned around and fought him again and immediately got like another one. So 1% drop twice in a row. You know, with me like, you know, giving the other one to Amber and everything. I mean, I don't know what the hell it is with me. I just had like the most weird luck. Bro, is everything clean up here? Because I need to... Alright, yeah. Let's go and head on downstairs. Let's see like if I can break the game any other way. It's a weird reflection, unless... It's not a reflect... The hell? Okay. Alright, caution, low ceiling, watch your head. As long as it's gonna be like the 3 seashells from Demolition Man. What's the one that's pissed me off? Where you gonna come? Oh, I mean, I can figure out one puzzle. That one puzzle, they can't figure out how to actually have like their bed sheets, like, you know, symmetrical. I need to get, that's about to vex me. That is about to vex the hex out of me. The way, like, you know, they got like, you know, they're like, how do you manage this? Because I'm also like, you know, talking about people who have like a whole ass bathroom, like, you know, like bathtub in their bedroom. So we're not gonna try to argue semantics there. Where's the, you two? Really? Anyway, there's the, okay, let's go ahead and, get this. Don't knock down the stairs. All right, so my guess that honestly, I'm going to say part of this, for some reason, some of these doors and like some of this stuff is remind me of that one dude who's got like, you know, he's done like the videos online where like he's basically turned, he used to be a musician and he turned his house into this whole Pee Wee's Playhouse style thing with all the doors. Like one door would pretty much, you know, lead into like a little like, you know, drop into like, you know, like a foam pit and everything. He had like the like pretty much like the whole the net thing like up above like, you know, his like the entrance and all that. The trap door and everything. I don't know if y'all know who I'm talking about, but he's got like this really badass house that he put together. He has like the one room where I think it's about 50,000 pennies that he placed and glued one by one for the floor. And I think like people in the comments are talking about like, you know, God forbid, like, you know, if like, you know, like talking about like hide and seek there, or if like, you know, if like someone tried to rob the place or whatever. But he has like this really awesome house. I mean, I haven't really been much of a fan of like some of like the clickbait videos they've done, like, you know, on TikTok, where it's like, it's pretty much it's like basically just to get people to watch the video. Nothing ever happens at the end. But as far as his house is concerned, he's got like a badass house. And you definitely got to appreciate the effort, like, you know, he put into it and everything. I appreciate you, Dave. It's not a problem. And I also definitely appreciate the donation earlier. I was going to put it towards Silent Hill 2 remake as much as I wanted to. But I decided that, you know, I definitely need to go and get my copy of Reanimal for that when that releases, like, you know, in less than 2 weeks. Because I promised people I was going to play that. I'm really excited to play it. But I do appreciate you, dude. Yeah, for those who don't know, there's currently, like, you know, sales going, like a lot of sales going on, you know, on PSN. And it was definitely kind of like a whole thing where my phone was getting hit back to back, you know, with alerts. And I really want to get the Silent Hill 2 remake. So just another one of these. A friggin' red. Okay. Watch out, everyone. There's a random rogue sim, like, you know, trying to, like, you know, cause problems for us now. We saw Hisoka. We saw Steven Universe. Now there's a sim walking around. It looks like the thing over a sim's head. Yeah, it'll help. I may not be able to get, like, Silent Hill 2 remake just yet. But, like I said, Reanimal, I'm really excited about that, so. There's just like so many games on my radar that I need to pick up and everything. And seriously, it looks like a freaking Sims like mood cone or whatever. Whatever you want to call the stupid thing. You are not going in there. See, they're trying to trick me. I saw what that was. All right, so Ivory, Ruby, and Emerald. Because where's the other one? I'm just gonna like see if I can find this.
I can't open it from this side.
I appreciate you, dude. Thank you so much. You know, for everything you've done.
Locked tight. Looks like I'll need to find a key.
Oops. Yeah, and I'm gonna laugh that puzzle actually does revolve around this thing too. Yeah, I just always call it like a mood cone. You know, I know it has nothing to do with their moods or whatever, but you know. Yeah, there's definitely gonna be something to this too. So the shapes are definitely gonna be playing a part, which you already knew they were going to. I was trying to find like the elephant right here because it would have like been perfect to put it there, like it, you know, keep someone from seeing it. Let's see if I can like Kobe this out. Probably gonna miss the shot, but. Don't miss like, you know, 100% of the shots you don't take. I'll miss them anyway.
I'm not a garbage man. I'm a trash collector.
Same damn thing. Wait, hold on. I see the button. You sons of bitches. You son. I see what they're trying to do here. They're trying to go in. See, that's the thing. I'm smart. I know. See, I see the things. Y'all trying to trick me. That could be that. Obviously, the 0 goes both ways. That could be a 6 or a 9. That's obviously gonna be a 1 regardless. And that could. But here's the where y'all messed up. Smaller version of the 8 right there. It's 8190.
Fuck.
Done.
I'm in.
Not math. It's all right, smart ass. Like you see, solve this one. Only 1% people will be. Y'all going that route. Y'all going that route now. Y'all going that stupid route. Only 1% people will be able to solve this. Only 1% people will be able to read this message backwards. Or upside down. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, God forbid you go on Facebook and someone posts this or whatever. You don't know if you want to unfriend them or figure out they're trying to clickbait you and see how smart you are. Got a whole ass, paragraph there upside down. Only 1% people can read this. Don't judge me. This is what in the hell? The bad thing is this one actually is a brain buster to an extent. So apparently 3, of her equals, let's not forget how many times we stole this exact thing, and forewarned. Yeah, me and Mac might have actually stole a few of these out, like the Egyptian tombs. Probably invoke the wrath of Rathos and a Timon and all them. But you play forewarned, is that who I'm talking about? So let's see. Only 1% of people can solve this. I get found is something that's supposed to make me think about it harder than I need to. Okay, let's think. 3. So apparently 1 plus. All right. 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 9. So it'd be 3. If they're trying to pull what I think they are. So 3 minus 2 of these equals set. That's not it then. No, hang on. Plus 2 minus 1. So 2 of these would be 8. Unless. See, they're pissing me off with this. I get how this is gonna go. So we gotta figure out the singular value of each of these. So I gotta hate math. All right, so I think we've already kind of figured out 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 9. Or one of these 1 1 1. So realize that means that'd count to 3. We're going by that logic. So 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 9. So this one right here. So before we actually can get this one, like the one in the middle, we got to figure out the actual value of this right here. So 3 plus 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6. Where's 5? So that'd be 5. 10. I think 5. All right, 5 plus 5. That's 10. So we'll say 5. So 5 for this. 5. 2. No? That one might be a double digit. So let's think about. All right, so we'll say 5 for this, 3 for this, and that might be a double digit to make up for 2 of those. So we'll say 15, 13, 12, 11, 12, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 13. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. 1, 3, 3, 5. If I'm on left, this is right. Shit. So let me see. 3. Or hang on. Unless 5. So 10. Hang on. 12. 12, 11, 11, 10, 9, 8. I might be wrong on this. Let's try again. Would be 1, 2.
Screw this.
Thank you. So that's not a 5 then. I got the rest of it right, see, unless I'm like half-assing that again, so this one's the problem. Hang on. No, I got it wrong. Shit. All right, so 3. So 10 minus 3. 9, 8, 7. No? That's a problem too. One of those is minus 5. Shit. I keep on getting more screwed up on this. Okay, so we know like this should be 3. I thought. We put it into as 3. So no, that should be a 3. Because we're looking at just one of each, right? So that should be a 9. Or so 3 of those, that's 3. And we're trying to think like right here. So 3 plus... So 3. So 3, 10, 13. But that's minus 5. So 13, 10, and 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11. 11, 10, 9. This is confusing. This was pissing me off. I ain't gonna lie. So we know the 3 is, you know, basically if that's like constitutes a 3, that should be that. This one right here completely broke my conventions of what I thought I had. So 3. I was saying like 5 apiece. So 10 minus 3, 9, 8, 7. I'm trying to figure it out. You figure that'd be 5. Eleven, 10, 9, 8. I was saying like 12, 3. And I just put that was me just pushing a random number that time. I said fucking just pushed it. And, give me that damn thing, Anubis. Well, at least I did it right before the ad break started, Rogues. However the hell we solved it, Amber, like say what it was in the chat if you want to. If I don't know if I was right on or what. Ad break, 3 minutes. Be right back, Rogues. I need to cool off because that thing pissed me the hell off. So going by Amber's logic in the chat, Rogues, the puzzle was complete bullshit, and I just half-assed my way through, like, math I didn't understand. So I had a +2, -1 situation. Well, I kind of, like, figured that's what it was. It was +2, -1. I was just trying to figure, I knew that was what was kind of going on. But I didn't know if it, like, each one represented, like, a particular number or whatever. Because that's when I was doing that's like 3 + 3 + 3 is 9. That's kind of like what I was going with there. Like, that was 3 + 3 + 3. Like, they had, like, there was, like, in some kind of Egyptian version of a numerical value or whatever. That's what I was going by. But point is, again, I completely broke it. So anyways, Rogues, welcome back, to, the late, whatever the next puzzle is. And not Pee-wee's Playhouse, but Murder Spree-wee's Playhouse. I still ain't found that damn elephant. I literally just completely half-assed my way through that puzzle as well, and they're like, you better land out there. Well, that works too. Yeah, because this makes 2 times or whatever. I mean, I said, let's see whatever the puzzles I can break, and sure enough, it happened. We finally made it out to the Mesa Drive. And the funny thing is, there's only like one body here. They literally said there's only like one body in this whole place. Yes, I blame Pablo. So it's not even Pee-wee's Playhouse, it's Pablo's Playhouse.
A key? Where am I supposed to find a key in this mess?
Oh, key where? How the fuck? Hell, there's not even a freaking like entrance to it. Key's on the other side. The key's on the other side. All right. I'll tell you what the magic word is. You know, like the word of the day is bullshit. All right, let's go ahead and finish this up. this thing's like got me. It's been kind of way tonight. Like I went into this like, and I basically did like the whole like title on Twitch, and I've got to rename the title. Talking about like bad romance there. It has nothing to do with romance. So I'm probably gonna just just make the name of the stream like a night at Murder Spree at Killing Spree Wee's Playhouse or something, or Murder Spree Wee's Playhouse. Which is nowhere near as extravagant as Pee-wee's Playhouse, but so this whole thing's like kind of like been like a mix of like I haven't spent like Benoit LeBlanc to pop up in here. Is this the right one for? Here we go. Okay, first off, you go right here. I'm gonna laugh like I put this here and then something else happens. Like it would like open up one of the paintings and gave me like the Still need to find another elephant. I swear I thought you'd be taller. Let me go over here real quick and yeah, I already knew the art. I was already aware of it. I was basically pointing out before that there's a reason for it. I already said that earlier. It's this right here. Question is, instead put furniture right back to its spot and everything. Let me see, 'cause isn't there like somewhere up here where there was a you figure there would have been. Just trying to make sure I didn't like misplace that stupid elephant, which can't misplace it if I ain't found it yet, but it kind of seems like they're trying to isolate like a lot of this to like the things to the floor that we're on. So I don't think it's really gonna really be anything up there. But we need to figure out like where this goes. Also, there's that whole sector right there that we still haven't been able to access. So, before we do anything else, let me run out here and see what's going on in the garage. And also put this stuff away. Only use for the crouch button again. I think I know how this might work. So he knows it. Oh, never mind. This is gonna be interesting. 7. Probably gonna be a 0. 4. I think. Probably definitely. Yeah, that's a 4. And I'm pretty sure this is an 8, but just to confirm it. Yeah. Because thankfully they don't, like, you know, rotate all around. 7048. That was actually pretty simple. Shit. I'll get these in one go. Easy peasy. Well, it's a good thing I did investigate this. Come here, elephant. So they call it being out there. Yeah, that was very simple and done. Is it gonna be like a whole elephant? Lodged. Oh. This is kind of concerning. I mean, it's not gonna be that bad. There's a reason I was doing that. I figured there was gonna be a number beneath it. Obviously, I'm not getting paid for this job. I don't get money from it, but also I'm just gonna see if I actually get like a trophy for doing an achievement for doing this. Yeah, 7. I think I see how this is working. Not my wife. Laura Levine, if you can introduce yourself to our readers in just 1 or 2 sentences. Mark Castle, I'm a family man who still has many friends even though he's 46. Laura Levine, is that the reason your app is called Friends and Family? Yeah, pretty much. My family is definitely the most important thing to me. I'm happily married, have 2 really wonderful, inspiring kids. As my friends, I still appreciate every conversation we have, every meeting, both online and offline. They're amazing. That's what I thought. 8. 4. 7. That's gonna be a problem. Oh boy. That's too many numbers. And we're gonna, I guess, like try to suss out which ones are the correct ones.
This whole place is rotten down to the foundation. What do you make of it, boss?
Their daughter wanted to summon the... She thought it would be funny.
What won't kids do these days just to get out of the house?
I don't know if there's anything to these mice or whatever, but... Alright, so things are... Well... See if there's anything in here. We can break it, so... I'm wondering, like, you know, exactly what we got going on here, because, I mean, it can only be a 4-digit. Hang on. It's a 4-digit. And this is weird. So it's basically telling us, like, the one. So obviously it's going to be, like, whichever, like, one is missing. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3. It's a 4. I think I get it. You guys got to do better than that. I got the code cracked, rogues. The dartboard, the billiards, the rack of money, and one book in particular that just so happens to do with knives. 5. Nine. 9, 4, 7, 5. Guys, I do better than that.
Easy peasy.
That was cool. That was clever, but... At first, I was worried, but I was like, wait a minute, there's too many numbers. There's got to be a red herring to this. Like, there's got to be something to this. Like, there was way too many numbers to put in. So I got a little worried, but then I saw that. I was like, wait a minute.
Time for a bag swap. Right into the bucket.
That was like one of the ones I actually saw where I didn't half-ass it. Or just like get really lucky. Basement's been cleaned. Alright, so basement's done. But still, there's the whole matter of these things right here, too. I think that's going to be like definitely a long-term thing they're doing. Like, you know, some long-term storytelling they're doing as far as, like, exactly what's going on with the shapes. It's probably got something to do with that room right there. We just got to get in there. So... figure it out. Right now, let's go and get this cleaned up. I'm going to bring out the power washer for this. Once I, you know, get it filled up. Just a bad comedy there that I can't get in there just yet. I'm looking at this. There's got to be a way to get around there from another side. Alright, let's get on. I wasn't able to open that door. At least. Yeah, they won't let me in. Unless there's something down here in the basement I'm missing. So there's definitely something going on with these shapes. That's like a no-brainer. There's definitely gonna be like some kind of puzzle, like as far as that's concerned. Doorknob. Good thing I came back, and I'm thankful I saw that because I would have been like, you know, pulling my hair out, probably trying to figure that one out. At least we made it in here. You do your thing while I'm... I'm concerned about, like, I've seen a bunch of numbers right there, so I'm just gonna, like, walk away from that and pretend it doesn't exist until I'm ready to look at it. I'm concerned about all those numbers. But, at the very least, what I can do is go and see if I can unlock this from the other side, so I gotta wander back around so much. And
No way through without finding that key first.
right there. See, I told you guys. There was gonna be, like, a... Oh, if you're talking about him, where I don't mind. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, Kowalski doesn't bother me. Okay. Where'd I leave my washer? I literally walked right by it. All right. Probably gonna really need this, but I be careful because I know I have like a habit of like accidentally doing that. God damn it. Fucking hell. I couldn't help make a clip of that one.
There is still some work to do.
And do not. You will not. Okay, well, at least we got this. See, that's the thing. I didn't even have to freaking take this stupid thing down here, because... Now, this house is mocking me. I didn't even have to actually go back and get the water. I had, like, a whole... Now I can't... Now I can't spill... Oh. Now I couldn't spill it to save my life.
Can't pick up anything with a full bag.
I'm still dealing with the unpleasant smell.
I'm so doing you not shutting up. Get to... Best to make sure you were working. Okay, let's go ahead and like just... Whoop.
Can't pick up anything with a full bag.
Check it out then.
Cleaning complete. Have you forgotten me, senpai?
No, I have not. Be quiet with that senpai stuff. Okay. So let's put this, kind of like I started like doing over at Mateo's Pizza. I'm probably just gonna like, put like that on tables where until I'm done. Can I help? Come here. All right. We'll just like, use this for now. But I noticed that like a few, because, just think about like multiplayer stuff and everything. I know like, Sketchy's contract this weekend, as well as like probably more Gone Fishing. There's a couple other games I've really been thinking about. Like there's this one cryptid hunting game that I've been seeing making the rounds, and also that Yap Yap one. But I was just trying to think about like some of the other games we still need to get caught up on. But those are two that have definitely been on my radar. But obviously Yap Yap would work, considering like how much I never shut up. So that's like one right up my alley. I've got a feeling this isn't going to be as intimidating as it actually lets on. I may be wrong, but we're going to find out. Maybe the Ozonator definitely did its job in getting stuff cleaned up in here. Whatever. However, that worked. was thinking I might have to like, you know, put the... I'm gonna tell you, I mean, it's out of the way, so it don't really matter.
It's hard to get used to this.
Gotta unlock this too. Seems like this definitely is like, it's very much like the last bit of this or whatever, because they are, what's this? Question is, what does it go to? I got unlocked a little shortcut out at least. That's one thing I was... Big ass donut. I think I said it before. Can we just not... I don't want to see any of that anymore. Alright, that's where the... Alright, that's where the chair goes. Hey, let me out of here. I guess like the mastermind's like abode. Or, well, this whole thing's his abode or whatever, but you know, his room. Let's go ahead and get that chair. Wasn't it like right up here? Here it is. Don't think there's like probably too much I need to do with that.
It won't move like this.
I mean, it won't move like that. Really, that's all that... All it was.
Need to empty the trash can first.
I think I might know something's going on here. At heart. No, there's another one right there too. I see what's going on. We'll get to that in just a second, though. The main thing we gotta figure out exactly, because the main takeaway from this is that's not gonna work, obviously. It's gonna have to be like so. Yeah, there's gonna be 2 more paintings. This one right here has like a hole in it. So that's how that's gonna work. We'll get that in a second, though. I figured that's what was going on when I saw the painting with the holes. Like, wait a minute.
Time for a bag swap.
Question is, where's the third one? There's 3 paintings. It may be in there. Like, that's the thing. We still have not actually figured out how to get into the backyard if we can get there. I'm going to take this bag out real quick. I still need to clean all this up out here, too. I mean, I could... Oh, my... Stop it. So, I could, like, save this for when I leave, but let's go and get it out of the way. Tired of looking at it. All right. Done and done. I swear, like, they're trying to imply is like the cat like got up there and peed on that. I'll just go ahead and, like, you know, clean with this. So I don't have to worry about. We almost got all the blood. There we go. Our driveway is done. I like how we still haven't found the body. This like been like the most drawn out, like, you know. So like I said, it's definitely kind of giving me some Glass Onion vibes. All right, so back to this now. Should be able to clean around this, no problem. Then you figure out the save combination. I was wondering if it might have something to do with the 4, 9, 5. That's a little sus. 4, 9, 5, 4, 5, 5. That's the thing about it. It's unfortunately, it definitely feels like they're placed here in a very peculiar manner. But it also could be. Let's just test it, because I just thought about it. What if we don't count these and we just count the drinks? Let's try 9 first. 9, 5, 4, 5. I didn't say. Nine, 5, 4. Nine, 5, 4, 6. Hang on. It even says 6 down there. And because thinking about it, wasn't there a broken bottle over here somewhere? You know what? That makes sense. I swear, I think like back in the one thing, I swear there was like one of these bottles there. The one room going into the Egyptian room, wasn't there a broken bottle on the table? Clever. Which would open up this. Okay, yeah, so we kind of get this now. All right. So I could go and do a process elimination. We know it should be a 1 and an 8. But the other one should, like, give us, like, the other 2. But we're probably going to have to get in there first. Well, no, to get in there, we'd have to, like, do this, right? So the other painting's got to be somewhere out here. Yeah, because so we found that one bottle in here. So, because I don't remember breaking it. Okay, we'll tackle that as we get to it. Let's go ahead and finish cleaning. That says levels definitely like make me feel smart. Definitely been like one of the more interesting ones, no doubt. But again, it's the exact opposite of what I thought it was gonna be. So I'm gonna have to like change up the title on Twitch because we're quoting Lady Gaga and everything, only like, you know, for not even having anything to do with romance. I mean, I should have known better, knowing it was gonna probably throw like a massive curveball and everything. Don't forget the smart house one like went full on, like, you know, when it took us into outer space. Okay. I have to reset each of these now because This one is gonna need a cushion to it. Probably should go ahead and like finish mopping this up first. Okay, we need there's this one. Whale. How dareth you? Can you come on, please? Really? Okay, now we need one more cushion, which is right here. And this room's mostly gonna be cleaned up. Probably like a few other little spots I need to work with. Yeah. We just got to like, you know, figure out exactly where this last painting is. I mean, I could just like, shit. Now we're gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. How the hell that happened? I'm not gonna question it anymore. I still miss like the whole thing, like, you know, in you know, a Power Wash sim where you can just basically like stand in place, like go make it go back and forth or whatever. So, son of a bitch. And they had it like, you know, turned around, so I didn't pay attention to it. All right, tricky. 1408.
Easy peasy.
Okay, this room looks good. Just gotta get rid of the rest of the blood. Now, this is the one I'm interested in. You guys think you're funny.
What is that even for?
I know exactly what it's for. It may have been this color. We'll see. One of them's off. It might have been blue. Okay, let me run back down and look at it because it was in the cellar. I mean, I was trying to like, see if I can solve it on one go. I know the rest of the color should have been right. It was... Never mind, the ball was blue. Never mind. So where was the cross again? But really, you know, they're only like doing one color per, for each one. So when you think about it... So this is blue. And never mind, so that like something else is gonna have to share a color here. I know the heart was, yeah, I know these three were right. That was blue. Let's try something.
Easy peasy.
I remember one of them being white. The question is, what did it open? Oh. Oh, wait, I think it was the way outside. Alright. What the hell, Joe asked it?
Why is the whole house humming?
Probably 'cause you summoned something.
Probably our daughter's way of getting back at us.
Oh, or she did.
Panic.
Oh, shit.
It's trying to get inside!
She summoned a pool kaiju. Good to know. And you can't have, like, one of these houses without, like, a hidden passageway here. You can't. Saw the footsteps, too. But I already, even if I didn't see the footsteps, I would have known that would have been the hidden passageway there. Excuse me. This is honestly, like, hands down, probably has become, like, my favorite nightmare mission. So far. I really love, like, what the devs did with all this. Like, this was very creative compared to everything else so far in the game. I mean, not to, like, take away from everything else, but this has definitely, like, been, like, without, like, just massive, like, difference, compared to everything else, which is, okay, just going clean or whatever. This one actually has you thinking. I'm really loving the puzzle mechanics to it. Kind of like you're hating it's about to be over. Oops. The solution was there the whole time. I like how they did that, though, so if you did actually end up breaking the bottles and then get the solution, you can still see it. I'm glad I actually took, like, the, Yeah. I guess I want to make sure that if someone did, like, went through and, like, broke the bottles, they still get the solution anyway. But, I mean, I'm kind of, like, content with the fact I did solve it, like, in the proper manner.
Can't pick up anything with a full bag.
Well, so y'all don't feel left out. Okie dokes. So let's, Alright, so move the furniture back. We got like 9 pieces of furniture we still got to move back. Seems like there's deadly some in here we got to work with. There's probably like going to be stuff outside, too. My thing is, I feel like there's definitely better to be setting up with this painting once I move it. Where are you hiding? That's what I thought. There's a triangle. Still. Covering all the bases. Alright, boy. Alright, let's go and get this taken care of. When all this, I mean, I would have, like, put the O's there out again, but this ain't gonna take long to clean. I can't really reach up there the best. I'm just trying to, like, see if I can, like, just hope that maybe, like, getting enough of this will be enough to kind of, like, get the rest of it, but I doubt it. First, let's kind of, like, go and just get all this up. And then, like, sometimes, like, as long as you get, like, enough of it, like, they'll, clean the rest. Yeah, I'm about to be out. Okay, well, I think we're just about done. Yeah, they definitely did. You can tell. I mean, I'm having fun with it. One second, Rogues. Yeah, just checking something real quick. All right. All right. Let's see. I'm trying to like get as much of this down here, so hopefully I can like I can reach some of it, but and I do have a step ladder, but I really don't care about like actually just using it. I just want to go and just probably gonna start to get like some more of that, but yeah. I'm still getting it, just all right. Let me go do this, get the step ladder, and then okay, I don't have to clean anything. Or let's see. Step ladder. Like one of the only times I've actually had to use this stupid thing. Outside in the previous episode where I was doing the Mateo's Pizzas, the nightmare thing. I still don't think I'm got to clean up all of it. There it went. Usually when it gets around like 98% or whatever, that's where kind of like the rest goes pretty quickly. Okay, so 90% of trash. There's a little bit of trash left somewhere.
Something is blocking the way. I need to clear the way first.
You have you.
Like no one was ever here.
Okay, get the rest of the cushions up. One up here. All right, 2 more left. There's that. All right, now where's the last cushion? I don't know if I left it in here or not. I'm gonna let that last little bit of trash and I missed it. There it is. All right, now it's just 2 more pieces of furniture, which I'm wondering if it's out here because we've got like everything else placed, unless I'm missing something. Well, there's 3 more pieces of furniture. I gotta like. What's down there? There's something down there in the water. Now, I was saying it might have just been the sunset. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe that thing had like pee before it left. And it's something like some kind of Eldritch abomination, wherever. I mean, it had to probably go like anyone else does. All right, so we're doing like a block puzzle here.
Can't really call it a soft landing.
Oh, that's right. I forgot we already did see the body. It makes you wonder, like, what happened to her parents? Okay, now that was completely uncalled for. Why these bodies keep showing their asses? Get in the frickin'... I'm dealing with that out of you. Only body, you still gotta show your ass. It's like every time or whatever, like I'm trying to throw them in there and they always gotta like try to be, you know, be extra about getting in the frickin' truck. Just because it's a pizza truck don't mean you need to give me a piece of your mind. Get in there. For like, don't tell me I gotta like play basketball to open the stupid door. Fine, whatever. Can I go in, please? Not with that attitude, I guess.
Still got it.
Apparently that's not how we do it. You know, I thought we were about to... Random ass Easter Island head. And, huh? This supposed to be a reference to... I like how like, when everything just got weird all of a sudden. I mean, this whole thing's been weird, but like in an understandable way. I'm just curious about like what we do with these once I find all of them. First, I'll just get this cleaned up, and then I'll go from there. Yeah, that's taken care of. Now just clean this little mess. It's weird because they're not actually counting that as blood. Or count that like, you know, as the blood I need to clean up. Okay, that takes care of the trash. I'm still curious about these cubes. Okay, I like how the trash bag's just like got a mind of its own again. I think it happens like most of my equipment. Like, you know, if it's not like the power washer, it's the trash bags itself. Still need to figure out like where the rest of this furniture is. I need to like... There's obviously something on the ground floor. Hold on. That's a thing. I would hope... Hold on. You figure that since, like, you know, we basically had to replace this, that all three would get placed, you know? You know, and that's exactly what it was, I think. The chair wasn't placed, so the cushions weren't placed. Done. Alright. Thing is, still... I gotta figure this out, because we're basically done here, but... Not quite. I can't, like, jump up there, so... I get it. They probably want me to make a shot like this now. I gotta, like, keep this thing going and, like, make a shot. Shenanigans. I'm gonna hate this. Ah! I hate this. This is gonna suck. If this is how I gotta open this door, I'm not too fond of it. I'll cheat. Whatever, I'll cheat. I will cheat. No, apparently I can't. This is not funny. They better let me in after this. I'm... See, I got... See, I like solve all these other puzzles where, but I can't shoot a damn basket. I wonder if it has something to do with these, actually. Hate you. See, every time I think I'm about to get, it's like, nah, fam. This game's rigged. If they would have went in right there, that would have been, like, kind of hilarious.
Buckets.
I think it's... Aha. So in other words, y'all just made me look like a complete ass for nothing. Alright. It's right here that we gotta do this. Is it a freaking... Oh my god, it's a goddamn duck again. At least now I know what I'm building, it's not gonna be that much of a problem. Let me see. It probably goes right. Nah. But at least now that I know what it is, it's not gonna be that bad. Thought it was gonna be like something I was gonna have to figure out what it was at first, but the moment I saw that eye, I was like, God damn it. And the thing is, like, I'm literally right there trying to play basketball, like, you're trying to do the moving thing, thinking I had, like, that's how I solved it. It's like, nah, you just gotta go right here. Okay, that's incorrect. Hang on. It was also down here. So... That looks like it's right. I think I might actually have them in the right order right there, but... Okay, we know where this part goes. Like, right here, right? Yeah. We got ad break coming up, Rogues. I'm gonna at least try to get, like, some more of this saw beforehand. Don't think I'm gonna get, like, the entire puzzle, because we still gotta, like, find the rest of the pieces, but, I think I've mostly actually got it lined up correctly. That's not quite right. Something may be off on it. Let me see, like, it right here. Okay, at the very least, I'm going to go ahead and go on in and, like, round up the rest of the pieces, Rogues, but ad break's about to start. Give me about 3 minutes, and I'll be right back. All right, Rogues, I'm back, and I found, like, I think what I can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got, like, 6 pieces here. So I actually, did find some more. So we're gonna go ahead and, like, get finished getting this thing just put together here. So this one should obviously go right here. I think I'm actually might have a good bit of the duck place where it's supposed to be. I'm having a hard. All right. This goes right here. It's the other eye. If this, I'm gonna wait on that one because if I'm seeing what I'm thinking I am there, that's not right. I know damn well. I'm gonna get this out of the way, Rogues, because you little son of a bitch, you asshole. But great, the duck's flipping me off. This I should have known better. I should have known something like this was gonna happen. As I heard like just like a duck, like something just like laughing in the background. All right, so is it bad actually would like let it have that as wall art? I think it's like because somehow it's just the devs probably knew people were gonna talk shit about the ducks, and it's like the ducks getting their revenge. But we got one more piece we gotta find here. Bats are flipping me off. But we got one more piece here. I mean, I think I already got, I got this one down from up here where the Easter, where the Moai head was. There's one more piece. You can just go and stay put. I wouldn't put it past like being on top of something, so. So we got one more piece left. So I'm guessing this is probably gonna be like how we'll be able to get the record for this one. Just gotta figure out where, cause checked all around up here. I don't think they would like had it up. I'm gonna be mad if it actually is like somewhere inside the building and they just left one piece out, like so you'd be like wandering around out here forever trying to figure out where it is, and it's not even outside. All right, quick scan through the house real quick. Try to look around, see if I can. All right, Nika. Yeah, I'm not really gonna be live with this too much longer myself. Once I find this last piece or whatever, I'll be calling it on the stream. But yeah, go and get some rest. You got that surgery coming up, like literally. I'm thinking like what, tomorrow now, so you definitely need to sleep. So I want to put it past the devs to put like one piece somewhere. Yeah, it won't be much longer. I'm just trying to like, get this last piece. And like I said, I wouldn't put it past the devs to have it somewhere inside the house because they know that people will be looking around all outside for it. And they're going to have that one wildcard piece somewhere inside. Throw people off. It'd be just kind of like, tomfoolery they pull like in this house. I can't really see like much from up here. As soon as I find this, I mean, it may be outside. But it's just, I don't know. I know it's gonna have a piece that's gonna have like a little bit of yellow on it because it is like one last part of the duck. It's not like, you know, there's like, I think like one or so like completely, you know, black pieces. I'm just ask myself, where is it? I mean, I've looked all around out here, unless I haven't really looked at the pool enough. Not in the pool. Just to make sure it's not on the terrace up there. Nothing over here. Yeah, this one's being a bit of a problem. I don't think it's going to show up as furniture. Yeah. So I know it's not gonna be the case because it's not big enough to fit. It's too. Yeah, I was gonna say I wonder if it could have been inside the grill. I was even like kind of thinking about that, but. Yeah. Trying to like see if it's on top of anything, but. Just bizarre. I mean, it's like, you know, I'd get through all this. The only thing that kind of would worry me is that by some chance I knocked it. No, I couldn't do that because it's like it's really solid up there on top. So I was worried I could have knocked it inside over that right there, but solid on top, so that wouldn't have happened. I'll look through the house one more time because I just thought about it. I was saying, what if it could have been in here? That would have been like some tomfoolery they would have done, like, you know, to kind of like put in the mastermind's room. He would like hit the one piece I needed. I don't think it's in the Egyptian room. I feel like all the pieces would have, like, you know, been in their respective area. I'm looking here. I know it's probably not going to be in here either, but that'd be great. I'm just like trying to check. I was hoping it would have actually been in one of the. Like, I'm just kind of like just trying to cover all the bases. Not in here either. Now I got another mess to clean up.
Time for a bag swap.
All right, what are you thinking, Amber? Because this one is definitely avoiding me. And I myself am starting to get tired. Or this thing can fill the pool back up. I don't really have any use for it anymore. Like this, See, that's the thing. We're needing to, All right, Jeremy, appreciate you, man. Well, hold on, here we go. Fucking hell. See, that's BS. I never would actually know you can go up there. Open up. And of course, it's your name. She basically like helped out with solving it and whatever, and ended up being her name. All right, guys, we're pretty much done here now. I think we've done just about everything there is to do. So definitely made a clean sweep of it. Like took about, you know, the stream was like 2 hours 25 minutes, but definitely it obviously, of course, like took less time than that. So yeah, definitely like one of the more interesting maps. Pretty wild, like how that whole thing went and everything. So just gonna have to like change up the name for it on like Twitch, where I literally thought it was gonna be like a play on the whole, you know, the whole affair thing. And I definitely turned my conventions completely upside down. What's the deal with the Moai head? Yeah, that thing had like no stake in the side, like showing up at the end, and it's just apparently just. There's no point to the Moai head or whatever, but then like you know it's just there. At 209. Question is how we do on the Seekers. Was that the only one, or was there something else I missed? Probably something else I missed. That was it. I got the boxing gloves to clean stuff up with. Now that's what I'm gonna be using for my sponge now, just see how it looks. That was one of those things I was really excited about getting, but the main thing I'm wanting is the black hole for the trash can. All right, but we're done with that now, at least, rogues. And with that, also going to be calling it on the stream. Yeah, at least we got stuff done tonight between, like, you know, getting, like, more progress in Castlevania Portrait of Ruin, and then, of course, like, getting into doing this. But I'm obviously, of course, like, really excited for the next stream, which is going to be for Hellmart sometime today. Like, I'm probably going to maybe go ahead and maybe go and knock, like, my gym session for the day out of the, you know, out of the way, like, as soon as I finish the stream. Even though I just yawned right now, I'm not necessarily tired, but I figure I can go ahead and, like, you know, because I did, like, you know, wake up just, like, you know, several hours ago, like, probably about, like, an hour or so before, like, I did the previous stream. So I'm still definitely got, like a bit of energy to me. So I'm probably going to go ahead and run on up to the gym, go and get my workout in, since it's actually my favorite workout of the week as well. So I'm going to go in and do that. And then afterwards, like, I'll have, like, the whole day ahead, today, you know, to basically do Hellmart whenever I decide to. So, yeah, but of course, you know, as always, for those, I'm starting to, like, get in the habit of trying to make sure I, you know, plug this, like, you know, when I can at the end of my streams or whatever. You guys, of course, find my socials up there. And also down, like, you know, on the Twitch side of things, you can find my socials on the, in my panels. So if you're on Upscroll, Blue Sky, Discord or whatever, you also can find my Discord server down in the, Twitch panels and everything. And just in my, you know, my beacons thing in general, from as far as socials are concerned. So with that, we'll see if, like, someone's live for us to raid. I've kind of felt bad about not doing one for Portrait of Ruin earlier. So after that, so we'll see if there's anyone live that I can throw a raid to, and I'm gonna go on heading up to we'll do that, and I'll head to the gym, and after I come back, I'm probably gonna crash, and then, you know, like I said, we'll get on, like, next episode for Hellmart some day, and I'll have, like, a little Sun comical I'll be doing for that. Don't know how many more episodes there'll be for Hellmart. I know there's, like, 3 endings of it, so maybe a game I'm gonna be going back through and, like, replaying. But the main goal, of course, like I said, is getting things set up to where I can finish up The Last of Us Part 2 and get back on Bloodborne. Like, basically, because Last of Us Part 2, I mean, like, you know, games I'm trying to complete now. Last of Us Part 2, Reanimal when it comes out. I want to get back on Bloodborne, and at the end of the month, I'll be starting on Resident Evil Requiem. So, but for now, let's see who we can find we can possibly raid. So let's see what we got going on here. Because it seems like more and more people are playing Yap Yap now, because I just know Snuckles is playing it too. I really want to get on that. I want to try it out, but just gotta get a group together for it. But for now, let me see, raid. browser, see what's going on. I'm pretty sure other people are playing this. Okay, I think we'll throw. I got one right here already. I think we're gonna throw it over to Nina the Succubus Bunny. That's a handful. That's a mouthful. We're gonna throw it over to them. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, I think that's who we're gonna raid. So they kind of like just get on the chat and everything and see what we got going on. All right, never mind. I think they might actually. I don't know. I couldn't tell they were on a mission I'm not on or whatever. All right, yeah, kind of belaying that, rogues. No offense to. Let me try like look one more time. I think there actually might have possibly been a language barrier there, but I'm not entirely sure. Let's see this let me check this person right here real quick. Okay. Yeah, I'm hoping I'm not striking out like we're trying to do a raid tonight, rogues. Try one more time. Let me check this person out. Try one more time here. Trying to find someone to raid. That's one thing I'm probably gonna do tonight as well. I'm probably gonna definitely shave. I need to do that. Darn. Okay, and also they might actually be on something I ain't played yet, aware. So yeah, I think they actually might be on a nightmare mission I ain't done. So I'm gonna go and just jump on out of that. All right, Rogue. So no raid tonight. Gonna try again tomorrow after Hellmart. Hate when I don't get to raid. Because I like raiding people. I mean, I know I could definitely done rated one of people that I know is a fallback, but I think like the main ones I saw were people I have raided recently, and I try to mix it up. But yeah, nonetheless, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here, guys. And tomorrow, today, I'll be live with more of Hellmart. Really can't wait to jump in on more of that. But for now, I'm gonna go on and get washed up. Get me get shaved and everything, and then head on to hit the gym and all that. I mean, I definitely gotta get this mess off my face. I hate having facial hair. But yeah, I'll see you guys sometime today for the next episode for Hellmart. In the meantime, since I did get a payment from Dave, a donation from him before the stream started, I'm also gonna go ahead and get my copy of Reanimal pre-ordered. So launch day for Reanimal, we'll be definitely jumping on that. That's gonna be on a Friday and everything. So yeah, I definitely can't wait to play Reanimal for you guys. In less than a couple weeks. But anyways, till next one, Rogues. Thank you those who came out and hung out with me for this. Again, it was a very interesting mission in Crime Scene Cleaner. But it's also definitely kind of remind me how much I really want to get back into playing Power Wash Simulator 2 or Goblin Cleanup or some of the other games that I've had on the horizon as far as cleaning sims are concerned. But anyways, next stream will be for Hellmart sometime later day. But until next one, Rogues, you guys are awesome. Thanks for coming out and hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys next stream. Thanks for watching.